Well, hello everybody. It is I, Mark Gilday from InsuranceSalesControl.com, InsuranceSalesControl.com. Today we're going to be talking about how to get more insurance leads from Facebook in 2019 than you ever thought before. We're actually going to go ahead and peel back the onion a little bit on what we were discussing last night, which is getting insurance leads from Facebook. So the question I want to pose before we start this is, for those of you who see this video, and go ahead and post this down in the comment, if you've ever been frustrated by Facebook from the lack of quality leads that you're getting or the lack of engagement you're getting, you're not alone. But if you ever had that challenge, go ahead and put a comment down here, and you will be able to get an answer on one of our next discussions. So if you've ever been frustrated, forget that. It's not your fault. We're going to deal with that right now. And we're going to actually talk about not really getting leads, but getting new client opportunities from Facebook. New client opportunities from Facebook, as opposed to leads from Facebook. Now, what's the difference between a lead and a new client opportunity? Well, it's very simple. A lead is something that you get and they may be interested, they may not. It's what we call trying to sell on Facebook, and you get these people who may be interested in something. That's from trying to sell them. A lead, however, is not a new client. And in order to get a new client, you need new client opportunities. And these are folks who are actually engaged with what you're saying, and they're actually reaching out to you either to engage you in a discussion or to actually find out what they have to do to participate in what you're offering or to buy it. And those are the differences. So leads, typically, you can try to get them on Facebook. You can use the leads. The results, a lot of people are saying they're disappointing. We're going to go over in a little bit exactly why they're disappointing and how to fix that a little later in this presentation. But if you buy them, you're going to buy them from a leads broker, and they can be costly. $20, $30, $40, $50 for one lead. And if you spend $500, $1,000 a month, you have to have a decent ROI in order to make it work. Because if you don't, you just wasted that money and now you're behind. So in order to get the ROI to work, you have to really be a grinder. You have to work your butt off. You have to work 10 times harder than you would have had you, cultivated a new client opportunity. And working longer hours and working 10 times harder is really not what the lifestyle that we're helping our clients get all about. We want you to work less and enjoy life more and make a lot more money and help a lot more people. So it's counterintuitive to work 12 hours a day. And when you work your butt off, you just get, drained and burnt out a lot faster. And there's an interesting statistic that 80% of all new agents burn out in the first 12 months. And that's because they're typically trying to figure out how to get these leads in the first place. Don't worry, we're going to cover it. One final thing with the lead I'm going to say is you get typically a low ROI with most of them. The overwhelming majority of them anyway, if you buy these leads. So if you're selling life insurance and you spend $1,000 for these leads, you got to sell a policy or two or three in order to get your money back. So it can be really angstful. New client opportunities, however, they're a little bit different. They're actually engaged with you. They're engaged because they're interested in what you're talking about. They're interested in what you're promoting. They're interested in doing business with you. They're interested in learning more about your product or service. And as a result, you're not reaching out to them, but they're actually reaching out to you and saying, hey, help, help, help. I need help here. I need help here. And that's when you take it to the next level and take it from an interested party to a new client opportunity. We're going to show you how in just a moment. There's some challenges with getting them interested in a way because they're not ready to buy. And here's what I mean. Most of the people going for opportunities on Facebook leads are trying to sell something. And what I mean by that is they're offering ads like get a quote for life insurance, get a quote for commercial insurance, get a quote for final expense, get a quote for Medicare. Well, everybody's doing that shit. Everybody. And you're not standing out there, you're doing the same shit as everybody else is. And people say, okay, I'm going to get a quote, and I'm going to get a quote. And they don't want you to call back. They just want a quote because they don't want to deal with people. Those are leads. They're not really interested, and everybody's going after them. So because everybody's going after that segment of the population on Facebook in your market, it tends to get very expensive to get an action. And that's not what we're looking for. Getting them interested from a client opportunity standpoint, it's a little different, a little more challenging, but if you use your brain, you can do it. Here's how this works. 5% of the people are ready to buy now. Those are where the main people are going to focus that 5%. They're ready to buy now or like within 30 days. But your challenge is to go after the people who aren't ready to buy now, but are ready to buy within 90 days or so. Interestingly enough, 5% of the people are ready to buy now, but 50% of the audience that is in your target area are ready to buy within the next 90 days. Nobody focuses on this 90-day. Everybody wants to focus here. We focus our clients here because that's where all the money and opportunity is. Does that make sense? If it does, say, yep, thumbs up, Mark, makes sense. So in order to do this, you have to use different languaging. Instead of saying, get a quote, get a quote, get a quote, for commercial insurance, you may say something like, this past few years we've had a lot of storms and a lot of businesses had literally gotten wiped away by floods, et cetera, et cetera. But did you know in Houston, after Hurricane Katrina, over 80% of the claims filed for commercial policies were denied? And if you'd like to know what 50-cent fix could have avoided that, click here and read more. Now that's more engaging than buy this or click here for a quote. For Medicare, one of the biggest issues with Medicare folks is Medicare really are afraid to get bombarded by insurance companies and people calling them. That's their biggest fear. Over 80% of people that I surveyed said, I don't want insurance agents calling me all the time. And they get calls from people all over the world. Hey, they don't like that. So something that says something like this, if you're about to hit Medicare, here is a checklist of 5 things you need to do before you get a Medicare supplement plan and avoid getting calls from endless insurance agents about it. That would be smarter, and that's a way to talk to people and engage them as new clients, as opposed to just reaching out and trying to go for the kill right away. It's kind of like dating. You don't say, hey, baby, let's have a baby on the first date before you even took her to a meal. It's just not going to happen. She's going to laugh at you, and you're going to be creepy, and it's just not going to work out. So that's the difference between selling and engaging. Selling is give me a quote. Engaging is giving them a reason to engage with you. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it does. So let's talk about the audience for a moment. If you're going to engage an audience, you have to use a process. And the process for Facebook typically is Facebook advertising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out a typical Facebook ad campaign so you can see it and follow along. And this is the first stage of a 2-part stacker campaign that we do with our clients to ensure that they get a consistent flow of new client opportunities. So the first part is really going to be an ad, and this ad is going to be on Facebook. I know that's not Facebook Blue, but what the heck. So that ad's going to come from Facebook, and they're going to see something that they're going to like, whether it be a checklist, whether it be a video explanation on the commercial insurance, whatever it is, they're going to go ahead and see that. And they're going to click on that, and they're going to go to what we call a landing page. And a landing page has the piece of information they want, and in order to get it downloaded conveniently, they give their name, email, and in some instances, telephone numbers. Now, a couple of things happen at that point. First of all, we get a notification to the client that says they have somebody who is interested in what they were talking about on Facebook. And this goes in the form of an email notification back to the client. Now, at the same time, they get their information downloaded to their email. Okay? That's email, by the way. And then once they click, go ahead, the email is sent, this is sent here, and then they're brought to a thank you page. Now, the thank you page does something very interesting. The thank you page has a video on it. So the video explains something. These are little video people, by the way. The video explains a little more about what they're doing and maybe how great they are. So instead of trying to sell them something, the video would explain, here are the 3 things you need to know about the policy before you do that. And we have a new policy that we've just created or just released that covers all of this. If you'd like to learn more about it, how it works, and if it's appropriate for you, then I suggest you click this button below and schedule a no obligation consult, an appointment, a phone call. And then you can simply do this through a software called Calendly, or you can get a little more robust by actually having them go into your Google Calendar, and then before they confirm the appointment, they actually fill out a checklist with a whole bunch of questions. Well, not necessarily a whole bunch of questions, but the questions that are pertinent to you and your product, such as, how many, if it's a commercial insurance, how many employees you work with. If it's group insurance, how many employees work for you. Medicare, is it just for you or your husband, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So now you have what we call a simple lead generation or an opportunity generation, what they call a campaign. And this is an advertising campaign here. But what if they don't respond? What if they don't have an interest at that point just then? So what do? Well, it's very simple. You use another campaign that we call a reminder campaign. And the reminder campaign works a little bit different. So I'm going to show you the reminder campaign right now. So the reminder campaign does a few things. After they engage with you, they get an email message, or they get a messenger message, because we can do everything we're doing with email now with Messenger. I'm gonna talk about something real quick before we get into this. You have an opt-in form. I just showed you an example of an opt-in form. But on Facebook, they use a piece of code, as does Google, called a pixel. And a pixel is a little piece of code that lets you, through certain software, know that these people did certain things, like went to your website. They went to your website, you want to know who goes to your website, and target ads to them. That little code will tell you. Well, there's an interesting phenomenon going on. Right now, the pixel is replacing the opt-in form. So even though they don't fill out an opt-in form for you, they have a pixel that's attached to them, and you can communicate with everybody just as you could have had they filled out the form. So you can put targeted ads or messenger responses into their Facebook feed or in their Facebook Messenger, and everybody carries it around their mobile phone, and everybody answers them and addresses them. It's really cool, powerful stuff. So they get the message. We'll call the message right now. So they get their email message, and in it has an opportunity. Do you want to go ahead and do this? Get a meeting together? Yes or no? So if they open it, they say, do you want to get a meeting? If yes, they go here and they set the call, okay, through that software, Calendly, and there are others out there that are more robust. And if not, they didn't open this, and they go and get another message. They didn't open this, they didn't click. And this message says, hey, I put together a quick video for you, or I put together some more information for you on whatever it is that you're selling, commercial, life insurance, whatever. So if they, again, open this, they go to a landing page, and that landing page has the video and another opportunity for them to schedule a call. Now, if they open this and they don't schedule a call, they go and they get another email. And that other email has a new video in it, or a new piece of information. And that new piece of information says something different about your product or service. So for life insurance, it could be, how to use life insurance to pay off your debt, how to use life insurance for mortgage, how to use life insurance to get retirement income. Commercial insurance, how to avoid the 3 biggest mistakes people make that leave them with claims unpaid, et cetera, et cetera. Medicare, how to, or the difference between Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage. So it makes sense. But if they don't open this email, they are going to get, or if they don't click on that, they're going to get another email, and that other email is going to give them a different part of that. So the focus is on life insurance. Did you know life insurance can cover your mortgage, etc.? But did you know you can get life insurance for free once you've had the policy for 10 years? And if they click on that, they go into the call. If they don't click on that, they get another email. And that other email has a different part of what life insurance can do. And that would be something perhaps like, did you know that life insurance can actually pay you money after a certain period of time and you keep your death benefit? So instead of not only getting it free, you're actually getting paid to have the policy. If they click on that video, they get up there as this call, and if they don't, they get another message with another part of insurance. So what's happening here in this example is they get a message. If they don't open it, they get another message. If they don't click on it, they get another message. If they don't click on it, they get another message. All the same message, but a different headline. But if they do click on it and they go and watch or consume the piece of information that you put together for them, if they don't apply for that call, they get another email with another piece of information linked to it. And if they don't go for the call, they get another email with a piece of information. If they don't go for the call, they get another one, etc., etc. Now, you can keep this going forever, but usually like 4 or 5 times max you want to do this. And then you put them into a different area and you tag them for a future drip campaign that just keeps them up to date, because sooner or later people will be there. You're going to be there when somebody needs something. How many of you, by the way, have ever had that happen? You just see like call somebody back for like a year and then finally said, oh, I'm glad you called, I finally need it. You know, if you have, thumbs up or comment down below. So here's a question for you too. How many more new client opportunities do you think you'll get if you use a system that not only goes out for the first part, but actually has on the back end an engagement process that re-engages them, something like this? How many of you think you get 1, 2, or 3, or that would help you in your insurance business? Give a little comment below. Now, this is the actual process we use to get new client opportunities for our clients, and we do it consistently. Typically, depending on how much they want to spend on advertising, you're going to get about, on average, 30 new client opportunities for under $500. And now, you know, we're going to show you how you can do this on your own. You don't have to hire us. We're doing a promotion right now, and the promotion starts at the end of the month for a social media bootcamp. And our social media bootcamp includes the following pieces. It has a 3-part Facebook masterclass where we teach you everything you need to know of all 3 parts of the Facebook so you can get results and get them fast. We also give you a Facebook high value client targeting masterclass so you know who to target and really peel back that onion and get into there. The great thing about Facebook is you can target by demographics, psychographics, and behavior. And that's pretty interesting. So you can also do a lot more with the campaigns because of the directions that they go and the behavior that they take. You can actually have somebody go on a landing page. If they didn't do something, then that little pixel we talked about will allow you to have a certain audience segmented, and you can run an ad to those people that didn't do it. Say, hey, you came to the page but didn't sign up for your call, click here. Or, you know, hey, you came to the page and didn't answer the questionnaire, click here. And it just is a really great tool. So we're going to show you how to use that and how to peel back that for the high value targeting. We're also going to show you a series of plug and play ads and share with you an entire library of plug and play ads. So you can literally go for the verbiage and go for the structure and everything and literally cut and paste these components and you have your ad. So you get the images and you get all the copywriting tools that you need to put these together, whether it's for commercial lines, homeowners insurance, car insurance, long-term care insurance, whether you're a financial planner with annuities, you know, group insurance, everything is going to be covered. And we're going to walk you through so you can actually either plug and play standard or build upon that. It's really cool how we're going to do that. We're also going to show you how to automate your own automated client acquisition system similar to this. So it's all going to be built, it's all going to be working for you while you're sleeping, literally, and you're not going to have to do that. You're just going to get the new client opportunities in while this is going to be built, and it's an automated client acquisition system. And we're going to actually give you that software as a trial to use it so you can get started right away. You don't have to pay anything extra. We're also going to give you our series of engagement funnels. Engagement funnels are what we talked about here. And these engagement funnels are going to be inclusive no matter what line of insurance you sell. We're going to try to customize these so you or somebody on your staff can get these engagements up and running within an hour or so. And that's going to be huge. So you don't have to have just one way of getting new opportunities from Facebook. You can have 4 or 5 ways running at the same time. We're also going to give you a series of the reminder funnels. So you get the engagement. Well, now you're going to have the back end reminder series as well. And we're also going to give you a very special Facebook engagement training. This has never been explained before, but there's a process that you can use organically to engage with people with Facebook that turns into clients, which turns into commissions, which is cash in your pocket. So we're going to peel back that onion and share with you what we're actually teaching our clients to do and give you some tools on that too. It's very powerful stuff and can 10 times your sales, literally 10 times your sales from Facebook. And we're also going to give you access to a student-only group, so you can bounce off ideas, comments, questions to students. And every Friday during the training, we're going to get on a call. And that call is going to be there for our students to be there to answer any questions they may have or address any challenges that they have with going through the course. So everybody's going to be there until everybody's answer or everybody's question's been answered. So if you're interested, you think this may help you, you think you may be interested, we have only 25 seats. 5 of them are filled now. We got 20 spots left, and we can't take any more because of the way this course is done online. So if you're interested, I'd ask you to go to insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule, insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule, and book a call. And that strategy session is going to get you time with me personally, and I'm going to walk you through and outline a customized social media client getting blueprint for your specific business. And I think that's going to be very helpful to a lot of people. So even if you don't get into the group, even if you can't get into the bootcamp, at least you're going to get that, and that's going to be something that you can use. Now, bootcamp is not guaranteed. You have to apply, and it has to make sense. I mean, if it's not going to make sense for you, we're not going to take your money and let you in the group. It just doesn't make any sense. So who is this not for? Well, this is not for somebody who doesn't have any money. If you're broke, this is probably not for you, because you gotta spend some money advertising. Spend a lot, you gotta spend a little, and if you don't have that to spend, then it's just not gonna make any sense learning all these great things and just letting them sit there on the shelf. It's kind of like buying a set of weights and letting them sit underneath the couch in the living room. I don't know anybody who's done that. Anyway, so if you're broke, it's not for you. Ironically, however, if you're broke, it means you need more business, and technically you should do this because you're going to get more business just by following along. You're also, it's not for you if you don't like to take action. I mean, this is not for the weak of heart. It's not overly burdensome either. I mean, we're literally giving you the templates and we're walking you through how to customize all this stuff for your business. So if you don't want to implement, if you don't want to do it, this is not right for you. However, if you do want to do it, and who is this for? If you do want to do it, don't mind a little bit of work, don't mind getting more new client opportunities, and don't mind investing a little bit of money in your business a month for a few months, then this is going to be for you. So once again, if you think you're interested, you want to find out more, go ahead to insurancesalescontrol.com and /schedule, insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule, and go ahead and click and set an appointment, and we'll outline your social media strategy with you, and then find out if you're appropriate for the bootcamp. Now, let me ask you this question. What if this program were able to show you not only how to do this stuff, but to get maybe 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 clients a month? What would 10 real client opportunities do for you on a monthly basis? What would it mean? It only takes one case to change your entire life. I know because it happened to me. Back when I made a whole bunch of changes and really had a system I created and put it to work, I remember within 3 weeks, bang, we sold our first case. And that case had a commission of over $1 million. Now, I was working for an agency, and those of you who know the backstory on this knows I didn't get to keep all that money. The agency kept most of it, but I didn't do bad. But it changed my life. It also changed the direction of the company. So it's only going to take one case to do this. What if we can get you more than one of those cases to talk to on a monthly basis? What would that mean for yourself and your family? What would it mean for your employees if you're an agency owner? What would it mean for your business if you're trying to grow the business the right way? Well, get on the call, go to insurancesalescontrol.com / and find out /schedule and find out if this is right for you. I'm going to put something in the link, have Lori go ahead and put that down in the link a little later. So go ahead, schedule your session now. We're going to be back tomorrow. So if you have a subject that you would like addressed, go ahead, put it down in the comments. And until tomorrow, this is Mark Gilday saying, don't have just a great day, have yourself a Gill day. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.